Here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Kyle Kuzma. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Cousins. 4-3. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That's off the side of the rim, short. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
To number 23, LeBron James. That's his first personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard. And scores.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down...
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Able to convert on both free throws. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
LeBron into the front court. 10-6 our score. Oh, I missed a short one there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Missed a wide open look. The follow won't go either. Strong finisher, Paul George.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's James controlling the offense. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Kyle Kuzma. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Number 23, LeBron James.
George buries the trifecta. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. George, man, that was a tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Caldwell Pope to James. Kyle Kuzma. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Leonard and McGee there for the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Ferocious slam inside.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard, not that time. He missed it. Here's LeBron for 2. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
The assist from number 0.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
100 points and wins. Everyone gets free tacos.
Down low to Williams.
Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
To Harkless.
Double. Got him. Trap. Got him.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Green. Clippers have the basketball from long range. Knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
James, defended by Harkless. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Williams across the timeline. They find themselves down 10. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Williams. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
LBJ. To Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
For three, and drains it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for Los Angeles.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three.
Defensive foul to number 0, Kyle.
Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Second to 3. Got it. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lakers ball. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. Cousins to Davis. James. Not that time. Slams it home on the putback.
You see, to a lot of people, it's an oxymoron when you hear the word superstar and the phrase doing all the little things, but that's what the great ones do.
Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Cousins. Even to Zubac. Sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Kyle Kuzma gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Across the timeline comes James. Up a dozen. Smothering D. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Curling inside to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
In the second quarter.
Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. To Davis. Fires the 3. Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last.
It's James. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Paul George. Rises for the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. It's James controlling the offense. around the perimeter. Davis. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Kyle Kuzma. Well defended. That's it for the first half, with the Lakers in command. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Paul George, trying to cash in. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. James. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
James, they have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Gets it in the right corner. James to Davis. From long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
James to Davis. Fires the three, cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
Off the assist.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Cleaning the offensive glass around the perimeter to Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
LeBron James with the rock. Screen coming. Kuzma, tough matchup against George. To Cousins. Here's a chance from long range. Boogie, zero hesitation, knocks it down from three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
It's a big finish.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Oh, that's how it's done.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard is good. Surveys the floor. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To James. Great feed. Sets it up. Cousins hits the trifecta.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
To Leonard for three, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
James, and it's good. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
23, LeBron James. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
George in a matchup with Boogie. Beyond the arc for three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul George rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. The Clippers are now in the penalty.
Clippers have got it. George has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. James, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
To George. 4-3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Davis can't connect. It's no good. To Paul George. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
LBJ has it. To Davis. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
LeBron James against Paul George. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
14, Danny Green.
To Harkless. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. To Cousins. Danny Green matched up with Paul George. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, Anthony Davis, not sure why he was left so wide open.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LBJ with it. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. George. Great defense, forcing the miss. It's James. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Leonard. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. From long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
LeBron in a matchup with Harkless. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
To Davis. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Beverly to Leonard.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Trying to cash in. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James.
Here we go.
Offensive. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time to shuffle things up.
This in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event. Into the game for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Fine to shoot.
I got your help here.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew,